made it. It's opening night, sort of. Before we have our full open to the community outside of our school, we do a community show, which sounds weird, but in that sense, community means um, all of our friends and colleagues and such from the school. So tonight's performance is for them. It's essentially a final dress rehearsal. But we're excited. But who am I kidding? I can't speak for everybody else. I'm pretty excited. It's been a long time, and when I was asked to do this, it seemed like a lifetime away. Like it was never ever going to get here. And it's been a funny month or month and a half. I have a recurring calf injury that I aggravated. I think it was in February. We got a bunch of ice, and I slipped twice in the same morning and just did something. So that's not been right for a while now. And recently I did something to my knee and my thigh. It's just ridiculous, and old people problems, of course. But we made it. The hard work is done. Now hopefully the fun happens. I'm going to throw some stuff in the air, catch as much of it as I can, and we'll just see how it goes. It's been quite a process, and it's been a lot of fun. So I think that this new kind of, I'm not good enough to call it an art form, but juggling, just because I think is something that I'll probably stick with for a while. It's just funny and fun, and supposedly it helps your brain. Let's be honest, I can use as much help in that department as I can get. But anyway, happy opening, everybody. Happy sort of opening, everybody. So happy real opening night, everybody. Made it through the final dress community show last night. Went really, really well. A lot of energy on stage, a lot of energy in the crowd, which is super fun. It's nice to be encouraged and lifted up by people from that we see, that we interact with every day. So that was pretty cool. So yes, opening night. I look a little different. I mean, not better, just different, obviously. I'm finished with my portion of the first act. It was a little disappointing. My bounce balls they felt weird to me all day today. I don't know what it was. And so I lost one. It just slipped off the ends of my fingertips. It just wasn't enough to hold on. So fortunately, managed to save it before it made it to the audience, which wouldn't have been the end of the world, but But anyway, and then another disappointing moment. It doesn't really matter. I didn't drop anything necessarily, but it didn't go as well as I had hoped. But hey, it's still pretty fun. I've had the best time just throwing headphones on and just listening to whatever music I want to listen to, for an hour and a half, whenever. I mean, not so much this past probably 2 weeks, but it's been good. It's very, very therapeutic. I do want to say, previously yesterday when I was talking, I said, I don't want anyone to think that I don't see circus or juggling as an art form. I absolutely do. I just meant that at my skill level, I wouldn't call it art by any means. But anyway, the people who do it and are incredible at it, absolutely. It's pretty amazing how many things people can throw in the air and still catch. But anyway, it's been fun. I think it'll continue to be fun regardless of what happens over the next few days. But now I get to hang out. I get to wait for, I think, about an hour till I'm on stage again. So you always leave them wanting more, so I don't come in until the very end. And then people are probably like, oh, it was better when he wasn't up there. But that's okay, and I get it. We have such talented students here. And we have an awesome, talented circus coordinator, and just all kinds of people who do all kinds of amazing stuff. So, I'll just continue to aspire to be a fraction of as good at what I do as they are at what they do, and eventually someday I'll be successful. But anyway, opening night, having a blast, lots of energy tonight too. But it's the real deal. So it's almost time for me to head back to the real world. Took a couple nights off from doing anything on a video about the shows. It's gone really well. Today was kind of funny. I think it's intermission right now. But today was just kind of funny. A very, very ridiculous way for my portion of the performance to play out, but it's just funny, and that's okay. There are two things really I just wanted to kind of talk about as I get to the end of this thing. One was wanted to shout out to my aunt and uncle in Spring Grove, PA. They bought me this book, not this one. I had to get a new one. They bought me this book when they first heard I was learning, teaching myself how to juggle. They got it for me, I think, as a Christmas present. And I don't know that it's really changed a lot in those 35 or 40 or so years. The information is still awesome, and it's fun to think back and just see where I am as far as how all this juggling goes. So, Aunt Karen, Uncle Rodney, thank you. The other thing I wanted to touch on is that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I realized it was a few weeks ago, last May 2025, our local community lost a light. The Bubble Man. And as we got closer to this and putting this on stage, and me being part of it and knowing that the whole thing is really just about joy, all I could think about was the joy that Tyler brought to other people. Despite what he was going through personally, he took it upon himself to make everybody's day better every day. And all I could think about leading up to this was to try and embody that spirit, his spirit, as much as I could. He and I weren't like best friends or anything. I only knew him through the local Walmart, and I would see him other places. But man, was he a light. So I guess I just leave you with this. Please check on your people. Please check on your people. We may not know what other people are going through. Rarely do we, right? It's got to be someone really close who's willing to share something that they might be going through that's bothering them, that's really causing them distress and pain. So please check on your people. Just because someone says they're okay doesn't mean they're okay. I don't really know what else to say other than that. I just hope a little bit of what Tyler did for people, I hope some people saw that in our performance here. Take a break from everything that's going on outside of the theater, outside of the circus, and just experience some joy. I think that's it.